Good morning, Standard 5 students. Today we will discuss about breathing in animals, lesson 8. So let us start breathing in animals. So you know that different animals breathe in different types. Na? So let us start to see how they are breathing. So what is breathing? First we should know about what is breathing. Breathing is a process of respiration during which air is inhaled into the lungs through the mouth or nose. Some animals take through mouth and some are taking through the nose. Due to muscle contraction and then exhaled air due to muscle relaxation. So you know all animals need air to live. Without air any animals cannot survive. So breathing is the process of taking in air and releasing carbon dioxide rich air. So this is the process in which carbon dioxide rich oxygen rich air is inhaled and carbon dioxide rich air is exhaled. So that is called breathing. So in this we take oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. So let us see about the breathing organs of some animals. Different organs of breathing in animals. Different animals have different breathing organs. Animals have different body parts for breathing. Animals take the breath from their body surface, spiracles, gills, skin, lungs and blowholes, etc. So different types of organs we will see in different types of animals. First is body surface as breathing organ. Some animals like earthworm, leech, snail and many other animals breathe through their body surface. They exchange gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide through their body surface only. Let us see about them. So breathing through body surfaces, earthworms and amphibians such as frogs breathe through their skin. They belong to a group of animals which live on land and have a skin thin enough for gases to pass through. So their skins are so thin that the gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide can pass through their skin. These animals are capable of breathing through their skin which needs to remain moist, but the skin should remain moist. That means it should remain wet, otherwise they will not be able to breathe in the dry place. So they want to live in the moist place so that they can breathe air in the from the skin through their skin. You can see the earthworm. Earthworm absorb oxygen and release carbon dioxide directly through their skin and moist skin. They don't have any other organ than the skin. Only the thin skin of the earthworm can exchange the gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Amoeba and paramecium, they are one-cell animal, unicellular organisms. They also breathe through their body surface. So you can see in the picture amoeba and paramecium, they are unicellular organism. Their skin, from their skin they take oxygen and from skin only they give out carbon dioxide. How does frog breathe in water? No? Frog have lungs, you know, frog have lungs so that they can breathe on land, but they can breathe in water also. So frog breathes through their skin in the water. Their skin can exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide in the water through their moist skin. Spiracles as breathing organs. Some animals have, most of the insects have spiracles as breathing organ. They don't have any other organ to breathe. So you can see like dragonfly, grasshopper, butterfly and many other insects, they breathe through their spiracles. Insects do not breathe the same way that we do. Oxygen travels to insect tissues through tiny openings in the body walls called spiracles. In their whole body walls, the side of the body walls, they have tiny openings, small openings are there, and then through tiny blind ended air filled tubes called tracheae. These openings are connected to the tiny air filled tubes called tracheae. You can see in grasshopper the spiracles, all these spiracles are shown in the picture. You can see tiny openings in the body, side walls of the body. These are called spiracles. So that only they exchange gases. Gills as breathing organ. Some animals breathe through gills. Mostly they live in water, like fish, shrimps, prawns. Gills breathing organ of fish. You can see how the gills is red color. It is enriched with the blood vessels. Through the blood vessels, they exchange the gases from water. They take oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide into water only. Now next we will see some animals that breathe through gills. Prawn, tadpole, the baby of frog, crab, they have gills to breathe. Gills as breathing organ. Fishes, crab and other moist animals that live underwater breathe air dissolved in water. They cannot take oxygen from the air, so they take the oxygen dissolved in water only. They breathe with the help of gills, which are full of blood vessels. Now, these are rich in blood vessels. Fish take in water through their mouth, and the water passes through their gills, where oxygen dissolved in water is absorbed and goes into the blood. So, oxygen is absorbed by the blood vessels which are present in the gills. Through the blood vessels, they absorb all oxygen and it is going to their blood. The gills give out carbon dioxide into water, and in the return, carbon dioxide is also given back to water through the gills. You can see the baby frog, that is called tadpole. Tadpole also have gills in the baby stage. When they become adult, their gills is changed, replaced by lungs when they come to hop on the land. But as a baby, tadpoles are living in the water. That's why they need gills, and they develop gills to breathe in the water. You can see the structure of a fish. The gills take in oxygen, dissolve in water and release carbon dioxide. You can see the gills in the fish. It is given here gills. Gills are taking oxygen from the water and gives out carbon dioxide also in the water. They take water from their mouth. Lungs as breathing organ. You can see the lungs. Lungs also exchange gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide. Birds, monkeys and all mammals, they breathe through lungs. You can see the picture of lungs. You have a pair both side, right and left lung. So these are the lungs that helps to exchange gases in the mammals and some birds also. Mammals take in oxygen from the air, it passes into lungs. In the lungs, blood carries the oxygen to the rest of the body. You can see how the lungs is described here. Mammals, you can see trachea is there, through that air passes to the lungs, and that lungs, it takes the lung is also enriched with the blood vessel. In that blood vessel, exchange of gases takes place. Now next we will see lungs, breathing organ on land. Frog have lungs to breathe on land. They exchange gases to the lungs only when they remain on the land. You can see oxygen. Breathing in air is called inhalation or inspiration. Now, what is inspiration and expiration, that you have to know. So, when we are breathing in air, then the process is called inhalation or inspiration. Next process is that breathing out of air, which we gives out carbon dioxide. When we breathe in, we take oxygen, and after breathing out air is called exhale or expiration. Exhalation or expiration, in that carbon dioxide is released from our nose. Breathing through blowholes. Some animals, some mammals, those who are living in the water, like dolphins and whales, they are breathing through their blowholes. So water blowholes. Breathing through blowholes. Some aquatic mammals like whales and dolphins cannot breathe underwater like fish can, as they do not have gills. They remain in water, but still they don't have gills because they are mammals. So, being the mammal, they have lungs to breathe. They breathe through nostrils called a blowholes. The hole, we have nose to nostrils to breathe in air, but they have a blowhole just above their head, located right on the top of their heads. This allows them to breathe by exposing just the top of their heads to the air while they are swimming or resting under the water. Time to time, they have to come up into on the top level of the water, and from the top of their heads, they bring out their top of the head from the water, and they take in air through their blowholes. Like that, they exchange gases, they take oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. You can see getting in how they are getting in air. They are coming upside and they breathe through their blowholes. How do amphibians breathe both on land and water? Amphibians can breathe both in land and water. How they are breathing? Most amphibians breathe through lungs on land and their skin in water. From their skin, through their skin, they are breathing in the water. Their skin has to stay wet in order to absorb oxygen, but their skin must be wet or moist to absorb oxygen. Tadpoles and some aquatic amphibians have gills like fish that they use to breathe in water. You can see the picture, the moist skin and the lungs, they take in oxygen through their skin and they give out carbon dioxide also through their skin. You can see the picture, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Oxygen is going inside the skin and carbon dioxide is coming out from the skin, and they have lungs also to breathe in the on land. So they breathe through their moist skin and lung both. Skin breathing organ in water. You can see breathing organ skin is there in the water when their skin becomes moist. How many times do human beings breathe in a day? Human beings breathe 16 times per minute. So in 1 hour we take nearly 1000 breaths. So in a day, which is 24 hours, we take 24,000 breaths. Now when we will multiply 1000 breaths, then in 1 hour, then within 24 hours we will take 24,000 breaths. Why does an insect not die if its head is pushed inside the water? You know that insects don't have nose, no? Like us, they have spiracles, the holes on the side wall of their body surface. If the head of an insect is pushed inside the water, it will not die because it has no spiracles on its head. There is no opening on its head. That's why no water can enter into their body. So they cannot die when they are pushed into the water. So thank you students. This is all about the breathing in different animals and their different organs. Thank you students. We will meet again in the next class. Thank you all of you. Thank you.